Hi everyone, welcome to our live channel. I'm Lisa from Dent Fence. Our main product is triangle bending fence, temporary fence, crowd control barrier, chain link fence, high security fence, and so on. We have many kinds of fences, can use any place. We are 30 years factory in Anping, where it's the hometown of Walmart fences. We are always in the field of fences, developer, and to improve our quality and progresses. Now, today I will mainly instruction our chain link fence for you, which is also named diamond mesh fence, because the whole size for this fence just like a diamond shape, so it's also named diamond fence. This can be used widely application. You may have seen this fence anywhere, everywhere, in the park, in the industry zone, in your home, in your company, outside. Any place can use this for a circle to circle your place and to secure your place. Now, we are mainly to introduce all the accessories of the chain link fence and all the departures for this one. So first we will see here we have a big sample here in the side, in the beside. And here is a galvanizer type with post, horizontal tube, sleeve, single arm, barbed wire, and chain link fence. Also we have a tension bar, tension brace with skills to fix it. Now we will show you all the details, all the parts or details to show you everything. And you can see here is a galvanizer one, here is a PVC coated one. It's with a color. This is just a galvanizer. First, for the galvanizer, we have two levels for this product. First level is a normal galvanizer. The zinc coating rate will be around 40 to 60 grams per square meter. The second level, we call it high zinc coating. The zinc rate would be around 200 grams per square meter for the posts, also for the wires. All cars with the higher zinc coating, the effective on the anti-rust will be better, and with the prices will be higher. Then I will show you a small sample here first in our table. This is a PVC coated chain link mesh with a PVC coated tube. And you can see here is a two posts with the center meshes. This is a small sample we have prepared for our other clients, who will need a sample to confirm the quality. If you want a sample or if you have any doubt about our qualities, you can also require for this kind of whole set of products, and we can make it for you to confirm to ensure our quality is all good. And here we can see it's the post. This post is welded with a steel cap, but same time we have plastic cap like this kind, and another kind of plastic cap. It's different shape with the steel cap and different materials, but all the application for the cap is to anti the sand or the water or the rain coming into the post to make it rust inside. And you can see it's different appearance. This one to cover the post will be like this. Here is a place to cover it, and this one will be a whole cap to cover this post. And here we can see this is the steel cap. This is a different three kind of caps. Of course, for the steel one, if you want to have a much more beautiful or much more convenient one, you can contact us, and we have more designs. We have more designs recommended for you. I believe that there would be one type always suits for you. And now following is for the link mode. We have a small sample of the tension bar. This is a steel plate with a thickness around 4 mm or 5 mm. The widest we made yearly is 20 mm or 25 mm. The length should be a same length with our chain link mesh. And here you can see here is the link mode. We will have a tension band like this one to fix the steel bud by the screws. And the application for it is like this. Here is the post, and we should pull the clamps onto the post. Then if we have a wire such like this, a chain link fence wire, we fix it, make the tension bar to pull into the wire like this way. In this way we can fix the mesh is very strong. And here is the tension bar to fix it. Here we will have some screws with nuts to fix it together. When we fix the clamps very tight and everything, you can see here, the tension bar cannot remove anymore. We can't remove that. It will be very tight and the mesh will fix very well. And here you can see we have another type of brace. This one, you can see is with a similar shape with this type of clamp. This we called is tension band, and this one is brace band. You can see this is for the clamp. This part is in the center of the clamp, but this one is on the side of blade. This is on the side of the clamp, and you can see here. Also for our sample, because the fence linked with the post, not every post will need a clamp with the tension bar, because that will be cost a very higher cost. And almost all the chain link meshes is in 10 meters or 15 meters. So 1 meter. The distance between the two posts we suggest is 2 meters or 2.5 meters or even 3 meters is okay. So one row can cover 4 or 3 posts. Just tie it with a tire wire such like this. You can see here the big sample. This part in the beside, this way we have a clamp or tension band to fix the tension bar with screws. And on this side, we also have tension bar with tension brand, but in the center post, the mesh is just upon the post and to tie it with some tie wires. We also have some tie wires with same color. If your chain link fence is PVC coated, the tie wire will be also provided with PVC coated or galvanized wire as your requirement. So when we have fixed the meshes like this way, you can see if the meshes here is in the center of the post, and to come into this way is upon the post. It will be not in a straight. It will be not straight and in same level. So we will have this special design tension brand to make all the panels to fix the chain link fence on the side of the post to make all the chain link fence very straight and in a same level. Okay, now this is the difference for this one, and you may consider about this clamp. What is this used for? This is mainly used for the tension straight wire, or for some caps for the horizontal tube for the end of it. For example, we have a clamp here. You can see this is a brace band with a clamp. This clamp is just like this one. This one here is screws. Also here is a hinge. We can turn it around, and you can see here is also a hole in the center of it. Here is a hole in the center. And this clamp, we mainly use it to fix with a brace band to fix with our post, then a tension wire to put here. Then a tension wire to put through the holes to fix it with this one. We can pull the straight wire very long as our fence is. Then in the center, we can fix our meshes with the tension wire by tie wires, and this way we can make it if you don't have a top or bottom horizontal tube. We can fix the meshes to keep it very strong and not so flexible by the tension wire. Of course, for the tension wire, it always be a little thicker than our meshes. The wire diameter for it is nearly 0.4 mm or 4.5 mm. The next one is for the specification for our trailing mesh. For the wire diameter, it should be around 2.5 mm or 3 mm for garnet one, and it will be 3.5 mm or 4 mm for the PVC coated. To be paid attention that all the sizes of the wire diameters is set as the wire diameter after granulation or after PVC coated. In this way, you can see the PVC coated will be also have a little thinner powder coating than the PVC coated. Also, you can see the PVC coated for the wire is also have a little thinner powder coating, and the wire inside should be around 1 mm thinner, and the wire inside should be around 1 mm thinner than the wire diameter after PVC coated. Okay, now the next one we introduce you is for the distance between the clamps. Usually we make the distance before the two tension band is around 500 millimeters. The distance before two. If the fence you required is height of 1.8, then maybe 3 clamps is okay for you. If you require the height is 1.8 meter high, and then maybe 4 clamps is okay for you. And this way you can see here is a whole system. Sometimes you may think I want a horizontal tube like this one on the top to support all the meshes. Of course, for the link of the horizontal tube with the meshes, we also use the tie wires to fix it very stable. And then, if you want a single arm or double arm, we have this type. This is just a single arm, but a double arm is also available. Here is a hole. You can see here is a hole. This hole is mainly used for push through the brace, put the rails. You can see the rails can come over, and to fix it, to use this cap to support our rails, our horizontal tubes. And here we have a sleeve. You can see this one. This is sleeve. This is also made by a round tube, but there is a very tight line in the center. In this way, we can pull this. In this way, we can put the rails on the two ends of this. But you can see here is much more smaller, so we can't pull off the rails to this way. But it's just a sleeve to keep 2 rails fixed here, just like this. Here you can see is a sleeve. This sleeve tube is to center the single arm, and to fix the 2 horizontal tubes together to support it very strong. And if the distance between your 2 posts is 2 meters, 2.5 or 3 meters, usually our rails can be cut to the length as your requirement. It can be a same length with the distance before your 2 posts, and fix it with the sleeve on the top of the post. And another way is to export you the rails of 6 meters. If your distance of two posts is 3 meters, then here is just one piece is of rails, and to fix it at this part. In this way, we can save some cost for the cutting tools or for the bonding for the deals, but it will be with a very longer. It may be not easy for carrier. And the next one is for our poster size. Our poster size much more popular is 48 and 60 millimeter. The thickness can be 1.5, 1.8, and 2 millimeter. If you require a bigger size or a smaller size, such like a 32 millimeter, is also available for you. For the reels, the most popular size is 32 millimeter and 14 millimeters. The thickness will be yearly 1.5 or 1.8 millimeter. For the double arm or for the single arm, you should told us the length of this part. You can see this part. The length of this part is also different. We have 400, 450, 500, 550, also 600. This part can be depended on your distance, on your diameter of your reservoir, because sometimes when you have a barbed wire here, maybe you want to fix your reservoir on the outside. It's also okay. For the barbed wire, we usually make it galvanized. Also have two levels for the galvanization. First one is electric galvanized, and second one is normal galvanized. Also, if you want a high zinc coating, it's okay, but I don't think it's needed, because the normal galvanization for the barbed wire will be enough for you. And if you want to have a color, it's also okay. We can make the powder coating on the reservoir and the barbed wires. Also, it's same for the arms. The double arm and the single arm is also can make a powder coating. Sometimes you may think, I want a double arm or single arm, but I don't want the reels. No problem. We have this type of the single arm for you, and this is also can be made to a double arm. You can see here is a steel cap to weld the single arm or double arm. And without the holes, you can see this difference. This cap is to use for fix with the post, just like this, to cover it as a rain height. And you can see here we also welded a nut. In this nut, you can use some screws to fix it with the post to ensure the arms cannot remove very easily. You can like this. Or maybe this screws is a little longer. You can choose a shorter one. And now you can see we have fixed it. You can't remove it anymore. So it's very strong and very convenient for you for all the installations. And here you can see is a little piece of the rail or the post. This tube can be also used as a rail and also can be used as a post. This is a PVC coated one. Also we can make it just a galvanized. The tube we both will be galvanized, and we will cut it to the length you required, then it's finished. Oh, maybe sometimes as your requirement, we can zinc thread the cut part to anti-rust, and mostly of the posts will dip under the ground with the chain link fence, and nearly no class requires a base on the post to fix with the ground. But if you want, we can make it. Believe us, we are professional in this way. We have been 13 years and we have many solutions for all kinds of your problems. And here we have the chain link mesh. For the chain link mesh, the whole size for it is usually to be 50 millimeters, and the second one is 60 millimeters. Also 75 millimeters is available for you. The bigger one we can make is 100 or much more bigger. But if the whole size is too big, I think there is no anti-effective I think there is no effective anti-clamping or anti crashes because sometimes a small animal may be crashed into it. Okay, here is for the instruction for the chain link mesh and post and the tension bar with tension brace. Also, we have shown you this clamp to fix with the tension wire. We have another smaller clip to fix the tension wire. This part is the same with that can. This is also use the screws to fix with this clamp. To fix it like this by screws and nuts. Here we also have punching a hole to make the straight wires. And here you can see here is also a hole. This is to put the straight wires to out of this hole to make it much more straight and much more tight. Then it's for the surface treatment. For the post is PVC coated, but a little different to the PVC coated or the mesh wires. The mesh wires is produced or PVC coated before we have make the woven, and the thickness for the powder coating will be a little thinner. It will be around 1 mm or 1.2 mm. But the PVC for the post, the powder coating will be around only 0.1 mm. It's a big difference for this. Okay, here is the cap. You can see we have different cap. Here is the sleeve. Sleeve also can be powder coated to make a same color with all your fences and posts to make it looks very good and looks very beautiful. Here we have another one. But this one is used very less because most of our clients is required use like this. You can see if you have a post to link the tension bar in this side and you want to, and the chain link mesh will be stopped at this side, then here will be again a chain link mesh to be fixed, and another clamps will be required like this. And if you want to save this clamp, you can use this one. You can see this one, the center here is a hole to fix with the post, and on this side is a screws, this side also a screws. If you want to save the cost, maybe this will be need more labor for fix clamps. And for example, I will show you how to fix it. To cover it, here you should pose forget this. We can show you this way. And here is the tension bar with this, and to make the screws put through to fix it. Okay, here. On the another side, there is also a tension bar to fix all the mesh wires very stable. Just this clamp will be a little not convenient for the installation because this maybe need more people and need more labor for insulating this. And you can see here is a little difference between this and this one. You can see this part of this clamp is very long and much longer than this one because here is a part to leave the space for the tension brand. For this one, when we make the installation, and maybe we will need to install the tension bar. You can see here is the tension bar to put the clamp here, and the tension bar should on the end to cross our fence meshes like this. And then when you fix it, you may see there we can put through our screws. Because here our tension bar sample is a little shorter and a little smaller. This radius for it is just 15 millimeters. The normal size we use is 20 millimeters and 25 millimeters. If the tension bar is much more bigger and much more wider, it maybe have some effective on the cross or the skews. You can see here is the space for the tension bar and mesh varies. If we can try another one, if you use this one, and here is the wire with tension bar, to put it here, you can see the holes will have some effective on the cross or the skews, because there is a space has no more space for the skews. The tension bar have a widest one. So this is the usage for the different clamps, and this one will be longer, this one is shorter, because this one is just used for fix this clamp. So there will be a little distance before this clamp with the post. Okay, for the barbed wire, we can also provide you two surface treatment. One is galvanized, one is powder coated. The wire diameter for this one we mainly is 2 wires twist with a barbed wire and with 4 barbs. For the barbed wire, we also named it center wire. For the center wire, the most popular size is 2.6 millimeter. For the barbed wire, the popular size is 2.2 millimeter or 2 millimeter. If you want to have a thinner one, it's okay. Or if you want to reduce the cost, maybe you can try to use only one wire as the center wire, not 2 wire twist. For the barbed wire, we have the distance between the barbs is around 100 millimeters. Also, 125 millimeters is available. A bigger one, such like 150 millimeters, is also okay. For the router wire, we have many different types, such like BTO 22 and such like CBT, or such like some other types. We have many kinds of types. For the mesh rolls, you can see here we get a galvanized roll. This is a galvanized chain link mesh roll. You can see it's a very big roll. We can make it a little smaller for reduce the space and for loading more when we make the loading. Also here we have a PVC coated roll. Here is a PVC coated. And another point for the wire, you can see for the top and bottom, the edge of the wire, we have this is twist, and the top and bottom is all twist to link with another meshes. And in this way, even we have carry this, and it won't be hurt anyway, and it won't be hurt any person. And for the height of chain link mesh, the much more popular size height is 1.5 meter, 1.8 meter, 2 meters. For the length, we will suggest you a length according to the weight for per rows, because if one row chain link fence is too heavy, our laborers or our forklift will hard to transportation one rows, and it will be difficult for you to make the unloading. So sometimes we will suggest you the length is 9 meters or 10 meters or 12 meters or 50 meters. Now, you may think that you want to reduce the cost of clamps and you want to use a row whole side and just to use the clamps on the end, on the start post and the end post to fix the chain link fence. I will show how to link 2 chain link meshes together. Such like this is the end of this PVC coated row, and this is another row. You can like this to put it here, to hang it, to twist it, and to fix it together. Okay, now here we go. Okay, finished. You can see you link the two rows of the chain link mesh together to make a one row, just like this, to bending it to curve twist, and this way you can hook it and twist, then it will be fixed very well. You can see. Of course, if after your installation you think one row, you cannot use all of this one row, and after you pull the fences very straight, there may be some extra parts you want to remove. You see, there is twist and you should bend it to remove it, like this way. And you can see you have separated one row to two rows. This part may be extra, you don't need it, and just use this part to pull it, to cross it with a tension bar and with a tension bar, and fix it with a tension brand with the post. Then all is finished. Of course, for the tension bar, we have another material is steel rod. And the diameter of the steel rod can be 10 or 8 millimeters or even larger, such like 16 millimeters. Instead of this tension bar, you can use a steel rod. The steel rod is also can be galvanized or PVC coated. For the packing of chain link mesh, we usually pack it in rolls and then in bulk or in pallet, or is as your requirement. But don't worry that all the pallet we can limit the weight. For pallet is under 1.5 tons or 1 ton as your requirement. If you don't have a forklift, you will need to unloading the chain link meshes one by one. Then we will loading it in bulk. All the pieces after PVC coated will be well packed with a bamboo film to avoid any damage of the PVC coated or this surface treatment during the transportation. And also this one can be in pallet or in bulk. All is as your requirements. And here we have finished the instruction for the whole set of chain link fence. Of course, single gate, double gate, and sliding gate is also available for you. We have the whole system, and we have all needed accessories to support our fence system. Okay, now we have finished our instruction for the chain link mesh. Thanks for your attention again. I'm Lisa from Gent Fence. We are 13 years factory in the field of wire mesh fences in Anping, where is the hometown of wire mesh fence. Our main product is triangle bending fence, chain link fence, temporary fence, high security fence, and every kinds of fences. All cuts should be metal. Any kinds of metal fences available from our factory, and you can see more at our website, and you can contact us by this email address. Welcome to follow us to see our next live shows and to see more about our details about our products. And if you want to contact us or if you have any questions, please leave a comment on the bottom or click our link of our products. We will contact you and send you more details. If you have any requests, you have no idea which kind of fence or how to link it, don't worry. We are professional in this way, and we can give you a free drawings or free designs for you to give you the best suggestion. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.